Friday, feeling good. Busy week, glad it's over. Can't wait to get to the next one. Got myself a smoking kick.
Hey, Ro.
Yo.
Hey, I'm still in that Euro USD for short, man. That month and all that stuff, it stays gonna keep on selling though.
It's retracing, right? It did a retracement, and then it you notice the last like 2 hours before the market closed, it started going down.
Yeah.
So it's gonna gap as soon as it opened up. That's what I'm expecting for it to do too. So I closed out and I'm waiting for him
Big bet.
to get in on the bigger position because it should gap down heavily.
On me. Yeah, after last night, bro, I think I'm gonna give me FX Glory, bro.
Like a motherfucker.
On me, bro. That Hugo's Way is live and all, but like, I mean, I think I'm gonna have 2 different trading accounts. I'm gonna have one for like, you know what I'm saying, high risk, and then one for, you know, my consistent long-term trading.
Oh yeah. Matter of fact, goddamn it, wrong for the shimmer screen.
Okay, you use TradingView?
I mean, it depends. I'll be on there a lot of times, just either drawing up charts, and I like publish one and stuff like that. But I'm really finna go over and you were saying about those 2 trading accounts or whatever. That's exactly what I do. JFX is my risky one, and FX Glory is the one I just kind of keep it steady Eddie or whatever. And
Yeah, my homegirl told me, and I guess like shit, you'll meet her too. She want to join, but she told me she don't like JFX because of like all the little shit going on with him. You still fuck with him?
A lot of little shit. That's why I'm actually getting ready to go over to Hugo for my cryptos. Because the only reason I was with JFX is because I could freely trade cryptos. Yeah. Everybody talking about Hugo's Way, and I've seen a couple of groups that I followed that they got some decent traders have been using. I just haven't got a chance to fuck around with it.
Exactly. It seems like all the real niggas using Hugo's Way.
Yeah.
I ain't used Hugo's Way brokerage yet. I ain't tried them out yet.
It's not bad. I researched it pretty heavily last night just to kind of get the scoop, and it's not bad at all. I mean, don't get me wrong, it offers a third of the leverage of FX Glory, but shit, deposits run smooth. That ain't really the complaint people have or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And
it's fair.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Is it 1 to 1,000 leverage?
Yeah.
I can work with that. Yeah, I can work with 1 to 1,000.
You remember Trading Way? What was Trading Way? Wasn't it 1 in 500 or 1 in 250? What was that bullshit?
It was 1 to 1,000. That's why I said I could fuck with it.
Traders Way still, but I mean, I don't know. I think like withdrawals on Traders Way was ass. Yeah, it was ass, boy. Backwards.
How long they talking about having you wait and see? The most I can do is 2, and even then I'm looking over my shoulder.
Well, okay, so what happened was, so I think my homegirl who, cause she critiquing them, like, so she doing shit on purpose, bro.
Yeah.
So she trying to like put money in, get money out, see how long it take. I think it took like a week and a half. So like, I think she did like on a Wednesday, it came the Friday of the next week. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it took too long on that. And then it was like, okay, if I want to deposit a certain amount of money, I got to deposit through like, I don't know, some little weird looking credit card thing that they were doing. And then it was like, so with however much you want to put in, you got to take out through the same way. So like, you know, you can use crypto to deposit, but it was like some weird shit they was doing. It was just like so much that didn't make sense.
Yeah, it sounds janky, like they was a shell company.
Yeah,
so
bro.
they probably not regulated.
Right, Daddy.
Alright.
Daddy, girl. Like, it's so cute,
Oh yeah, they can go turn it up.
we getting the good ready for you, Chris. Getting the good ready for you.
They can go turn some shit up.
You gotta get up for you, Daddy.
Nah, I'm doing.
Can you take a picture of my picture real quick?
Just how to record like
Are you recording that?
yeah, I do.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Don't miss this. Sorry. Ooh. Yeah, I respect this. Sorry. So annoyed.
Alright. My bad, child.
Oh, you
Yeah.
Hey, quick question. Somebody told me, man, like they had seen somebody open up like a 1.5 lot on a trade, and then like during his video, he had closed like 0.5 of it, so he changed his lot size from 1.5 to 1. It's like, y'all heard somebody do that shit before?
Hell no, what is that? That sounds beautiful.
Hold on, how you do that?
Yeah, that's what I was saying too. I was like, that shit sound like he cut the video or something, bro.
Hell yeah. You gotta, you ain't cut the video. I ain't never heard them allow you to change your position while it's in action.
Why is that? But I mean, like, I guess it would make sense if you're already in it.
Yeah.
If you want to just close out a little bit, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's
but like even still, that just seemed like a lot for the broker to do to help you out.
Yeah, I'll tell you what though, I'm writing it down so I can look it up this weekend.
That's a big bet. Yeah, let me know. I'll focus you on that.
Oh shit! Where's my pen?
So what indicators? I want to know, Clint. Clint, what indicators you use, bro?
What's good?
What indicators you be using to get in and out your trade for your entry strategy?
Man, really Wix, bro. As many weeks like lately, I've been reading Naked Forex a lot.
Yeah.
And really just trying to like kind of get in the habit of shit like that, whatever. So it'll be my chart will be like really like a whole bunch of horizontal lines. Really just like I'll go back test as far as my chart will go back, maybe on the month or the week. And I'll set some like support and resistance, like what's this, the CAD right here on the week. You know what I'm saying? I'll set all my little horizontals and shit like that, lines through it. Maybe draw up if I see a channel like this clear little down channel, or whatever. And I really just be trading after them hoes. Like whenever it's like leaving from one of them little areas, I just get in right there. And I use like a lot of alerts. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to Bollinger, Fibonacci. They still in play in my strategy a lot, whatever. But my lines kind of start looking like the what's that is the Fibonacci so much. I just start just using my horizontal lines. So that's really the one I've been using.
So like what I start to realize, bro, because like I mean, I do want to go I want to talk about how I look at the charts. I want to see if y'all understand, like if y'all feel me at all, if I'm wrong at all. But like I be noticing like Fibonacci, you can so if I'm on a weekly or a monthly and I use Fibonacci, like those are like I would say like I want to say like strong points. You feel what I'm saying? And if I go down to like the hour and place another Fibonacci, like you know what I'm saying? Like can you do that? Like would you do some shit like that?
I mean,
so you can line them up and see like if it's correlating to lower time frames.
I ain't gonna lie, I've done it because like sometimes you kind of get like a little frisky with the rules or whatever. But I know with Fibonacci, it really works best for me when I'm on a week of the month. Like whenever I like bring it lower, I kind of feel like I be like chasing a little bit. So whenever I leave it on like the week of the month and like just kind of drop the line.
So like I had took a course recently with what's his name So Darn Easy Forex, bro. And basically, you know what I'm saying, he made me like really good at placing support and resistance. Like that's one of the things I struggle with. Yeah. But when them hoes line up with Fibonacci, bro, I be like, that's it right there.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
no lie, bro. And I promise, because I went through the stochastic, Bollingers, Fibonacci.
I'm on statistics right now.
What'd you say?
I'm on statistics right now.
Yeah, I promise I was using all of them. And like, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna tell you the fucked up part is, depending on how you use them, all them hoes work. That's the wild part. You know what I'm saying? It really,
crazy, bro. Yeah.
I know, right, bro? It really is. Like, depending on how you use them, like all of them work. I think it's really just about like for me, it's about I guess being sure. And a lot of times, you know, like, man, I ain't sure it's going this way or whatever. So like recently I've been like more than anything, I try to get in like right when it wick out, and then I'll get in like right here. So my stop loss, like let's say this line was my entry, my stop loss, you know, this is like a small ass stop loss. So if my entry was like somewhere like right here, my stop loss is like real shallow because it's right at the edge of it. So okay, if I'm wrong, I'm early, it's gonna start consolidating. I maybe get out and chill. And you know, if I'm right, I've got me a good position to catch in. And if I'm really wrong and that bitch wick out right here, that's just another time for an entry. So that's really like I'll lay like as many horizontal lines on the month, the week, and the day, and I'll go down to the 4 hour and just find me a good ass wick, like a strong ass resistance or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, because no, I feel you 100%, and I agree with you. Like I was like, because I feel like once you go underneath the 1 hour, bro, your trader still gotta change or something, bro.
Ooh, I ain't gonna lie, man. I done tried it and it didn't really do it for me.
I mean, cause like I don't feel like because what I do for the weekly and the month, I don't feel like I can do in a minute 15, bro. Like I just don't feel like they go down that far. So I feel what you're saying, dude.
You gotta be on it, motherfucker, like real fast when you scalping like that. Cause I've done a couple good stuff like that. I picked a Euro, when Rose on, I got a nice little scalp out of it, but and them scalp time frames, it's like I can't trust shit. You know what I'm saying? It's going this way, it's going that way, and I'm like, man, I'd rather just catch that mean ass 4-hour move.
Yeah.
That big ass fall. But be real with you though, like when you know it though, like when you know it, that's helpful though. You know what I'm saying? Like you know the daily is a sale for the day. Fuck it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, everything underneath that gonna pretty much gonna take it down. You feel me? Like I don't really like how many times does a day just like flip and go from red to white, you know what I'm saying, or green for you, red to green. On some like, you know what I'm saying, fugazi shit.
I take what you say, bro?
Oh nah, go ahead.
Nah, I was just saying I tell you what be the wild part is that you'll have whatever like the main move is happening, like you really just trying to get in on some small trades and like the main move is happening, you know what I'm saying? Like you can wait for that correction or that retracement. You know, like when trading the news, that's a good time to scalp, and like you won't trade the news, you just trade the reaction. And I know Ro has a mean ass little indicator that, you know, just shows you how the reaction is coming on or whatever. And the reaction, you know, that's just a mean ass wick. The news broke, it responded strong one way, and as soon as that bitch started wicking out, I'll go ahead and, you know, okay, well, how much equity I got, what kind of lot size I can just throw out there, and bam, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
If I'm doing it right, I can be right 25% of the time and break even. If I'm 40% right, I'm doing pretty good. 60% is on top of the world. So I just try to, you know what I'm saying, I just try to use risk management to I guess protect myself from some crazy shit.
Yeah, I use one thing that I use. One thing I use a lot too is the moving averages.
Yeah,
the moving averages is I use those here.
Yeah, I use those. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like this shit's been getting like real crazy for me lately, man. I'm falling in love with this shit all over again.
I know.
Shit fun, bro. Like I got so much questions, bro. Like y'all niggas, like y'all use Renko?
Who that?
Renko, RENKO.
Nah, what's that? I heard of it.
So like it's a lot of different things. Like I know y'all know what Heikinashi is.
Yeah.
So then they got this thing called Renko, and so like it just helps you see the charts a lot clearer, and like you know a lot of so it's less of the pullbacks, a lot of the direction. You feel what I'm saying? So you see a lot of direction, and you're not stalled by fake outs, basically. You feel what I'm saying? And so Renko, bro, is really beautiful to me because like it don't go off of time, because you know like every bar in every bar in our on this chart right here. Is every bar is a minute, or in this case, what is it, a day? You feel what I'm saying? But on Renko, it don't move until like every bar is a certain amount of pips.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like it'll be every 10 pips is a new bar.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about that whole fam. Because like it don't show you none of that fugazi. It show you like, okay, look, it got momentum or it don't.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. But
those are the ones that's just red and white, the red and white bars.
Yeah, I mean I don't do green no more. All my charts red and white, but yeah, I know what you mean. Like it is red and white only.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm alive though. And I actually don't even use like how y'all have these wicks on a regular chart. I just use straight Heikinashi now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice. I'm about to use that or whatever. I when I was going through like a couple of strategies or whatever, one thing I used to always wait on, like I used to I'll set a line and be like, okay, when it gets here, then I'll say it's going here and shit like that, whatever. And I was like I was waiting on the move a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like then when I get in, like I wasn't catching the whole move. Like I'd wait for it to tell me that it's really going up and get in. And so it was fucking me over a little bit. But you know what really works is them like them supply and demand like rejection zones and shit like that. Them hoes be working like live and motherfucker. And like you can see it, like you can really just even see it right here. Where like you can see like this was this little up channel right here.
Yeah.
And like so you would draw that little line or whatever. And like when this one right here start going, when that start wicking out right there, that'd have been a great time to snatch in real fast somewhere around the wick. Like you get your entry in around the wick and just like, you know what I'm saying, ride up.
You ride it up.
You know, like for this one, whatever, it was kind of coming back to a resting point. So I kind of would have wanted to, you know what I'm saying, a little bit more down. Well, this is a day chart, so this is like the 4-hour chart. It's a little different.
Yeah.
Like I really like that supply and demand. Just like whenever it's kind of it's like whenever it's stepping out of bounds and they got to correct itself, you get kind of snatch in on the wick or whatever. And that's another live ass one. That Supply and Demand and Naked Forex, them two books right there, they really been like helping me like craft my trading strategy.
Y'all have the files already for the Naked Forex, right?
Yeah, matter of fact, I'm glad you mentioned that because that's actually one of the reasons why I wanted to share the screen. Because I don't know if a lot of folks know too, like whenever you click like Monetary Financial, they have like, all the files, you know what I'm saying? Any books we've shared, any links and all that shit. Audio links, if you're looking for like audio books that we put in there or old monetary meetings and shit. Share link videos, the videos is live too because it's like all the old shit that we've had or whatever. So like if you ever like not sure where to go, it's on the website, it's on the YouTube, you can just go into the Telegram real fast. That's one of the reasons I love Telegram. All the files, you just go right to that motherfucker.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't know about that, need to utilize it for sure. So yeah, I'm glad we got this in there.
On me, yeah. Yeah, I actually downloaded all this stuff to my computer, so I'll be using some of that stuff.
Yeah. You know what I'm trying to do too, bro? It's like, because I read a lot of these books and like Naked Forex, I'm rereading again. Like, I'm going to like do like a nice little, you know what I'm saying? Like 20-minute summary real fast. Have a blunt. You know what I'm saying? Shit. So really what the boys are talking about, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of give a real quick summary. Then it kind of give the person like, okay, do I really want to go read the book?
Read this or not? Is it worth reading? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because Trading in the Zone is an 8-hour audio book. It's a good ass audio book.
But you know what, bro? It can be 4 if you speed the time up.
Hey, on the cool, that motherfucker be in that hole. And then, hey, motherfucking like that.
On me, bro. I mean, that whole reading books fast. Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you. So it's little shit like that. What we do is kind of like all the favorite books. Like, you can't really summarize Astro. That's baby pips in the book. You know what I'm saying? It's just a little complicated, but. Supply and Demand.
So, hey, real spill, bro. Is that Astro FX? Because it's a new one too. What's the new one?
What do they call it now? Is it Atlas? Is that the other one?
Man, what is it called, bro? Nah, I know it's Astro. Damn, it don't even matter, bro. But are they even like legit though? Because I looked at it one time, bro, and I don't know, bro. Like I really hate when people be overcharging for like certain stuff. I honestly feel like some shit as far as when you want to learn what Forex is, I don't feel like you should be charged for that. Learning how to trade it, maybe you should be charged for it, but like, you know what I'm saying, bro?
I ain't gonna lie, they for real. Astro Forex, they legit. You know what I'm saying? As far as how they market what they do, they grew like a motherfucker. I seen them come up like starting off the same as we did. So for what they doing, if people want to go and pay that much, they can, but. You can pay for less or learn by yourself, you know what I'm saying? But it's
learn by yourself type shit, yeah. And I think like that's the difference. Like I spent about 6 months of actually just trying to learn what was Forex before I actually created a trading style. So I guess like if it's helping you move through it, the learning curve faster is worth it. But you got to pay for it. So
but there's too much to pay for if you you pretty much got a group that have everything there for you on the website in the package. With them, they got it like you got to come to them. We got everything that's on our website updated, and it's pulled up here. You can look on KB screen right now.
Yeah,
the website was made for traders by traders.
Honestly, I think at the beginning, because boys be hitting me up. It's funny because I'm not a solicitor, so like boys be hitting up like, man, I'm thinking about joining the Monetary, and I'm sitting there like, no, you're not. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's gonna come with some work. So before you think about spending, let me send you over the baby pips on the website. Like if you
that's the same thing I say, bro. I say, bro, if you gonna do this, bro, you for sure gonna study baby pips for like a month, bro. If you really want to do it.
Yes, sir. Like, and then if they like, oh, nah, never mind. Well, bitch, you ain't gonna spend it. You gonna be mad at me because you gonna spend your money and say, hey, which this and that. And I'm like, bro, did you even try to this and that? Because I don't trade for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to learn together. Because I used to follow behind like all of the other Forex groups. Like, man, shit. I know they probably all the way at the bottom, but I used to be in so many motherfucking trading groups. It was absurd. Like just trying to follow the next one or whatever. Roa put in a play, Drew put in a play, somebody else put in a play. I'd be like, okay, let me get in. and I would win, but like that shit was so off and on, like it couldn't support nothing. If it was live, it was live. If not, it wouldn't.
Nah, in fact, like somebody came to me because like I be in Starbucks. Me and my homegirl, we study a lot, bro. I'll be real with you, bro. And somebody walked up to us, man. They was like, bro, y'all traders on me too. And after talking to him for a long time, bro, finally came out and said it, bro. He's like, yeah, man, they be sending me signals and shit like that. I was like, bro, man, you can't say you a trader if you get signals, bro. Like, if you trade somebody else's analysis, bro, like you gotta like, I mean, you gotta at least do some work, bro. And I don't like that, bro. I feel like if you're gonna be a trader, you gonna claim it. You gotta take it like fully though, fam. You gotta be all in.
Straight up.
Yeah, for sure.
What happened when he go on vacation? You know what I'm saying? What happened? That's always the question. Like, what happens when he goes on vacation? Or not even that, just like a lot of trades too. If you're messing with, depending on the experienced trader or whatever, you have some boys that sit and they play long term and they got money in the account to weather the storm, you know. And you'll be like, okay, fuck it then. Let me he going buy. Let me go and buy with a big ass lot size, and that snatchback take your whole account, and that snatchback was already weathered. Yeah.
Back.
Yeah, I do not.
And a lot of them people be in them IML groups.
If y'all talking, I can't hear you.
Yeah.
What'd you say, bro?
Yeah, a lot of them people be in them IML groups, bro. You know what I'm saying? They be paying trying to get people to sign up and shit, and then paying $50 a month and bring like all that pyramid scheme ass shit.
I'm not with nothing that turns the business into, you know what I'm saying, pyramid schemes and shit like that. Like,
yeah.
If the dub is not getting people in, it's trading. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know, you get it, something, you ain't gonna do it for free. But and they treat the dub like it's getting people in. It's like, how many of y'all are really eating on trades? You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, they doing all that outreach and stuff like that, and charging them monthly and all this other stuff. It's like, no. I think for us, matter of fact, bro, I don't even know if we announced it. Don't we got like what's our referral fee for getting people in too? Don't we got something like that?
Yeah, the referral fee's still $100. We still get people $100.
You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, like at least you bring somebody in, shit, get you a $100, and put in your trading account extra shit. You know what I'm saying? At least do some shit like that. But all that old MLM, and you go get a promotion when you get 5 people in on level 7. Fuck all that. Man, that's taking away from your trading plan.
Yeah.
I need some water.
Yeah, I ain't with all that shit, man. I just feel like if you're a trader, bro, learn how to trade. Fuck all that extra shit.
Straight up.
And I feel like, honestly, and this with the group too, we get it hype, you know what I'm saying, and we post the moves because we've been trading for a while and this is what we do. But honestly, all the tools that everybody needs are on this website and people just not using it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, all the tools on there.
Man.
Like, and if you see like the plays that I made, like everybody excited, like, damn, how did nigga turn $100 into 4 racks? And if you go back to the old webinars, look at all the old notes and see how we got everything set up, like the monetary cheat sheet, like you'll see it's all there. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, it's crazy because I know, you know, that's when everybody get like jumping, whatever. They're like, man, okay, well, he turned 100 into 4. Like, how did he know, you know, what this to do, or how did he know what that to do? And the thing I like, Ro's trading strategy, like, if you ain't familiar with it, when you first look at it, it confuses the shit out of you because Ro peep and make a move, and you be like, bro, how did you even know the XYZ and this and that? So when I came in, I've been like, you know, like trying to dissect, okay, well, what you doing and this and that. And what you realize is just like, whatever your edge is in Forex, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever it is, whatever your indicator is, whatever that is, like, run with that hoe so strong. And when you see it, make your move, you know what I'm saying, strong. Like, being patient, but not hesitate. There it is. What if I'm wrong? Who gives a shit? Use, you know what I'm saying, use some good risk management. Roll's risk management, it's 100 in the account. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he's going to shoot strong at his edge. And if it isn't, fuck it, let me load it back up. Like, on this past trade, he hit that hole. It boosted, but he trusted the plan. Okay, damn, I was a little early. That was his risk of risking 200, you know what I'm saying, getting that back for whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you got more money in the account because you want to, you know, you're not good at getting entries or whatever, you'll for around either lower your lot size or, you know what I'm saying, or just shit. For me, it's alerts. I ain't gonna lie, man, them alerts be saving my ass, B. them alerts be saving my ass all the time. Like I can't wait till we have an app that can really assist with alerts right now. Because right now I got my shit through like set up through it's an app called Call Levels, and then MetaTrader you can use it as well. And we got a video too. Matter of fact, man, Ro, you was saying about that monetary resource or whatever. And we still got to do like I'm saying a little update to some of this shit to really make it like we need to. And so we will be doing that. But like, what the motherfucking alerts at? I know for a fact that what I'm the bitch.
There you go. Setting up alerts. Go down next to monetary cheat sheets to the left. Go down. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm good, huh? Yeah. Okay. All right. So the video linking right there, whatever. But we have a video for the alerts, just showing like a quick little minute video showing how to set up the alerts. And matter of fact, on the YouTube, because I ain't been on the YouTube in a second. I'm gonna go pull up the YouTube. Let's see. But yeah, man, them alerts, it'll come right to my phone. I even got it at the house where you can like customize your alerts or whatever. Like I'll be in the bedroom or whatever, and I hear my voice going, the CAD going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, already? It's already time to ball again.
That's live. I need that for sure.
And I don't use them often, man, but pending orders too. I ain't gonna lie, like whenever like I'm making a move and doing shit, and I know a big drop coming, but I don't want to be too early, I'll put in a nice little pending order. I'll put that pending order with a kind of nice little stop loss and put a little alert on it. So when I get to when I'm on the road, I'll hear an alert. Oh, your pending order about to be filled. I'll look at it. Okay, get in there. Then either another alert to say that bitch is going my direction, or it's saying you might want to peep this, huh? You know what I'm saying? Then I'll look at it and be like, is it wicking out or is it really reversing on my ass? If it's continuing going on or whatever, I'll either pull at the amount that I've already allotted. Like, because before I get into every trade, I envision what a live ass situation would look like and what the fucked up situation would look like. And I'd be like, that's the worst I can have it. I'm never surprised by the amount that a loss is. I'd be like, oh, before I get in there, the most I'll take is a 25 pip, $65 loss. And so after that, I'll be like, okay, let me get out. Let me see.
So you always, always have a stop loss?
No, I don't always have a stop loss. Sometimes I just let it flow or whatever. But if I'm not going to be actively on my charts or whatever, I'll make sure to put my stop loss in. I don't leave it up to chance no more, because there's been a lot of times the move will go my way and go a few pips right before my TP, then snatch the fuck back. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times I'll just try to put them alerts in and let me know when it's on the way. And even if it starts wicking up before my TP, I'd be like, all right, let me give you some pips, some blue screens, and load up again. Go for some more percentage,
Yes, sir.
So do y'all like y'all know what like market makers and shit is? Like y'all believe in that shit?
I don't know what that is. I ain't gonna lie.
Is that the whales of the market?
The whales, and that's basically what it is. The whales of the market, or people who like stop hunt, they go look for your stop losses and all that.
Oh, like that. Oh yeah. That's pretty much the banks. That's the banks when they go off of those plays. If you go to the COT reports, that's pretty much what that is. The way that the people who say it like that is like they don't really know how the market is moving. The COT reports pretty much explains that, and they put those out every Friday.
Every Friday. And matter of fact, yeah, and that's really what it is. Because
what's the name of that?
The COT report, and it's right here on the website. If you go to the members area over here, you got the little COT report, and it'll take you over to the actual COT reports and shit like that. And so this is an example of the COT report, and they got all this extra shit on there. And I'm gonna post a link to the video in the chat as well. We did one over this one as well. But you will find like whatever your pair is, you'll just see how they feeling like on the commitment of contracts. And so you'd be like, okay, well, this one is long, 111,000. This one's short, 53 or whatever. So this week, I'm expecting the bank to be, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be going long. So if I'm in on a short position, I'm expecting my stop loss probably to get knocked out 100. And if it's going long, I'll kind of be more patient for the long move. Like if I'm on the short, if I'm on the short, I'm like got my eye open. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I got
to. Wait. So you think this will really get you ahead of the game?
Oh man, it does.
Yeah, go right below it. It gives you the changes of what changed. So right where you see on the gray where his was highlight night, or you can go there. Yeah, either one. It's cool.
I'll leave it at the pound right here.
Okay, so from the pound, so the commit. So say you're looking at the non-commercials. Like he said, we'll go with the long and the short. The long they have 33,299. The short 8,296. Y'all see that, right?
Yeah.
All right, right below it, it say changes from 10, 16, 18. So what they did was add 1,146 to the 33,299 what they had on the longs, and on the shorts, they took away 2,210. That's the changes that was made on there. So based on that, it wasn't pretty much too much of a change. The short's still pretty strong on that play, based off of that.
Yeah, because the banks, you know, they swing traders, you know, so the volume that they trade in, it really like it forbids them from doing market orders. We usually do market orders, you know, we buy, boom, we in. They really don't get in like that. They're more pending orders because they have such you know, large accounts or whatever. So their moves, like, you know, they'll be in the move for 1, 2, 3 weeks, sometimes more. So if this came out on Friday about the move they put in like on Tuesday, like, you know, you'll go ahead and look and see, okay, let me see if it's leaning that way, or if it's not already leaning that way, let me kind of get my heads up for it. Now, the thing about all these indicators and shit, you're supposed to use them but not lean on them. The moment you lean on any one of them too much, they're going to fuck you over. You know?
Yeah.
And I just, this is the Monetary YouTube right here or whatever, and I need to put this link in the group right now. And like, you know, you'll have like everything over there, you know, the apps you need or whatever, the alert videos and just like little shit like that on using the COT and the boosties and shit like that. So I'm gonna definitely put the link to this in the group so everybody can see, you know, all these little videos and shit like that. And depending on, you know, if you ask a question, I bet a lot of times we'll even have a video to refer to, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Around, but like, man, this one right here really gonna help you with that.
Because the crazy thing is, Forex is pretty simple. We get a lot of the same questions. It comes down to the discipline of following your trade plan, knowing what you're looking for, and, you know, sticking to it.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. You're right. A lot of times I be overthinking shit.
And bro, like it's set up for you to do that. It's something new we're learning. So, and you know, it's a lot of shit on the chart. So of course you must have to do a big formula. Of course you're gonna have to do a whole bunch of this and that before you can trade it. And then you realize like this whole going up or down, you know what I'm saying? Like the ride you're gonna get in, like you don't need to overcomplicate it. Like for me, bro, I used to play some playing the demo, and if it was working out, then getting alive, how much move I missed, hesitate. You know what I'm saying? Like the moment that I felt like I should go in this play on my demo, I should be going on this play on my live. And either just accounting for my risk. If I want to just say fuck it and shoot to the wall, maybe I put in a nice little amount, you know what I'm saying, that lets me put in the buck. Or if I want to, you know, kind of build an account, you can go small. You know, shit, pips is pips. You know, let them hoes add up and get more comfortable. I think the comfort is really too, just the more time you put in, especially like on one pair, and kind of get used to, you know, this and that, and oh, that's a fake out, or I was tripping right there, you know, and stepping away from it from time to time. That'll really do you justice.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I agree with him on that. Definitely, I've been trading for a while, and there was points where I was going from different pair to different pair, and it's way more comfortable when you focus on one pair. It really is, because you watching two charts, watching two different news moves, like, or, I mean, you could if you had the time, but it's a lot easier that way.
No, I'm not against it. I definitely like. I think I was talking to Clint last time when we was talking about USD CAD, GBP, JPY, a bunch of stuff. But I mean, yeah, it's less stressful for sure though. Like I agree with you 100%. Cause like I just focus on Euro USD and GBP, JPY, and I just the only ones I just keep my eyes on for the most part.
Those are two nice ones too. That's a nice diverse pair because the Euro is steady while the Dragon is wild in the bit. So if you feel a little bit more risky, go fuck with the Dragon. If you want to get on a little longer play, fuck with the Euro. See, and you start to see how, you know, your strategy, it ain't, I mean, it might be compiled of other people's elements, but unless that hoe is tailored for you, it ain't going to do well. It could be another nigga $1 million strategy and that you're making bread on, but until you tailor the strategy to fit your personality, it ain't going to do you well.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all bros, man. I got like delusion of grandeur over here, fam. I got a strategy that it works like 80% of the time, bro. As far as catching the moves, bro. Like I be like I kind of want to like show it, but it's kind of hard for me to explain. I'd rather like show y'all boys in person. That's really kind of why I want to do the in-person meet. I want y'all to critique my shit. I want to like see what y'all see, but like for real, bro, like that whole really been like that's the only reason I feel confident. Like Ro was in that Euro USD trade sale, and I was in that mug too, and it was like, damn, that's crazy that me and him both saw the same thing. But he been trading much longer, so he see it completely different than I do. But like for real, man, like I just like I agree with everything that y'all saying. I just want to show y'all this shit that I feel like it's really super live. And like,
please do. Hey, bro, forever a student, bro. Forever a student. Don't get me wrong. Like these days, I'm moving as far as I can away from just the bulk of indicators as possible. But with that being said, like it's all about improving the trade strategy. So I'm always trying to look and learn because that's a lot of what I was doing earlier, just YouTube and a lot of little shit, watching strategy here, trying it. Oh, that didn't work out for me. Then I got to the point where I was bouncing around too damn much. And like, bro, you got to give the motherfucking strategy time to work.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
You know.
So Clint, bro, you a long trader, huh?
You know, it's funny. I'm actually like a weak trader, but my thing is accumulation versus trying to get the staying of the lick, whatever. Like I like to go ahead and like kind of staying to the next move, then get out, staying to the next move, get out or whatever. Try to average about 500 a week and withdraw, sometimes more, sometimes less. And then when my pair like rewards me with a mean ass move, a mean ass week that's been happening on a month, then I go ahead and bleed that bitch. You know, but for the most part, it's just for me, it's like, you know, steady Eddie. So you can go ahead and assist with bills and shit like that.
Yeah, hell yeah. And shit with me, I'm a weekly trader as well. But I trade out the month and the week chart. I trade in my account. I look to trade at least like $100 to maybe $300, depending on, you know, if I get boosted or not on the play. When I'm withdrawing, I'm looking to make within that week somewhere between six or 1,200. Sometimes more, depending on what the market does.
Right.
So that, and I look to withdraw that like every week. Like with this play, if the market just moves huge, I mean, that was a big ass play. So
yeah, you came up this week. Yeah, you made your goal for this week, next week, and the week after.
Yeah, it really was. It was a great week. But I mean, it was funny when Clint was here. I was humble about it. I was like, man, bro, I remember the losses and stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Before he got to this point, so it's just still learning and growing. Like he said, it's forever a student. With me, it's like I want to make sure I try to find better patterns that I can catch on like that. You know what I'm saying? As I get better, y'all get better, we all get better together. Like I can't wait to check out and see what you seen.
Hell yeah.
How you draw up your strategy. Trading is like you get your own style, your own swag to it. It's how you get your money because you set it up. You set up your trade strategy. What you want to trade is unique. So that's the cool thing about it.
100, bro.
Fucking right, dog. I definitely love that aspect to it, that you can kind of set that bitch up to kind of do what you want. And like at the beginning, like with I mean, not even at the beginning because I'm doing it now or whatever, but you know, if you're not really confident in, you know, your entries or whatever and stuff like that, like man, slow and steady, man, like really win the race. I'm gonna give an example. I got this little cheat sheet up, whatever. I'm gonna give like a little example how you really can use this to kind of like, you know what I'm saying, peep how you feeling and shit like that. And so like, you know, let's say you got, I'll say $100 in the account. And so you got $100 in the account. You just want to, okay, I'm making sure this trading strategy works. And don't get me wrong, trade in the demo until you get as many blue screens as possible. But even when you get to that point, when you go to the live is going to be different because the live is going to evoke your money emotion. The demo is live and it's cool and you kind of feel it. But when you got live money in there and you see that bitch down, it's going to invoke them money feelings. Ooh, bam, I don't even much know, bro. Let me go and pull this whole out, you know. Bro, for me, it got to the point recently, it was the other way around. I didn't even peep it. Like, it got to the point where I was more afraid when I'm up than down. Like, when I'm down, I'm like, okay, I'm going to cut my losses. I'm going to put my stop. When I'm up, ooh, shit. Around to pull out. You know?
Like, for real, bro. It's like it's a two-way sword, bro, for real, dog.
Damn, that's crazy. I'm trying to tell you, dog. I promise. I'm like, man, that's why on my trading plan that I put out in the group last week, I had just updated it or whatever, and it was just, you know, focusing on, you know what I'm saying, holding those winners. You know what I'm saying? Like, holding those winners. So I'm like, man, I got in this trade for a reason. It's going up. I'm clearly safe. Just because it's going in a nice little flag formation, there's no need to get out. Just kick it and let that bitch continue moving on, you know, versus go ahead and pull out. Because a lot of times if it do too much of a wick on the day, and I'm in like on my little trade or whatever, I'm like, nah, we'll go ahead and get back in when that bitch go acting.
Hey, no, for real though, like so, like I'll give you like a brief insight on my risk management. Like I do the 1,000 pip rule. So like I think so if I got like a $1,500 account, you know what I'm saying, I may just only trade at point. I think the maximum lots I can have in the market at one time is 0.15. So I'll open up a bunch of like 3 of the 0.05. That's what I do personally. That being said, so like right now I got 2 0.05 lots going sale in Euro USD, and I'm like, okay, well now that I know it's retracing a lot, what if I catch one of these up moves for a buy real quick and then get out? Like, is that something that y'all do as well? Is that like, you know what I'm saying, going against the grain too much? What do you think?
I mean, it's dangerous, but I've done it. You know, I've done it like a motherfucker. It's dangerous though, but I've done it.
Yeah, and it depends on your broker too. Sometimes some brokers don't allow hedging, but I mean, yeah, I've done it before. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. On me.
And like, matter of fact, because I got the little cheat sheet, I'm gonna go back to that's another reason I went over here to what's this shit is Trading View. So like you'll be over here, right? And let's say because this bitch is kind of, you know, wicking out right here, got this nice little line of resistance right here. We're expecting this bitch to go down a little bit. I'm expecting it going just up a little bit more, but let's just say we was expecting it to go down, right? And so we'll look at our chart beforehand, and you'll kind of get an idea like this right here. This is 200 pips. You know what I'm saying? So that's 200 pips this way. And my stop loss would be somewhere like around here if I was in with this. So that's like 60, 70 pips or whatever. So just like you said or whatever, okay, I know it's about 200 pips on the table and it's maybe 60 risking or whatever. So that's nice to know. But what does that mean for my risk in my account? So I guess it really depends on like, you know, how much you targeting, how much you really want to get, and then just seeing if your lot size. Like, so if you got this 100 in account and you just, you know, doing a slow and steady 5% trading account, at the end of the month, you know, you'd be owed $307 or whatever. You would be like, okay, today my one trade, you know, that's $5 or whatever. You know, that would, and that lot size on, let's see, how much we have in a 100 account or whatever. You know, you just need $5. That's 200 pips or whatever. Like, you know, you can easily do something like that, whatever. You know, but you can kind of like continue scaling up, and you come over to this little chart too, and you know, just see, okay, it's 200 pips on the line. At 200 pips, what will I be comfortable with? Man, I want $400 on this play. If I want $400, am I prepared to risk the 100 that my stop loss was at? Remember, my stop loss was at 60, and that's what's that around like 110?
Yeah, that's a good point. I like that. I didn't put it together like you just did, bro.
Yeah, and that's what I do. You know, that's a lot of what I'll do. I'll be like, okay, it's 200 pips on the line. Let me see. I'll be like, bet I'm gonna get 3. And then, you know, my count or whatever, I'm like, how many lot size I'm gonna put in? It's a 0.15 right here, lot size. So I'm gonna put in a 0.15. If I put it in 2 times and I'm willing to go, my stop loss is at 50, you know, I'm willing to, you know, lose 150. So then I look at my head, is that cool for me? And if it's not cool for me, I'll dumb down my lot size a little bit, you know, that way I can make sure that I'm always, you don't want to rob yourself of the ability to trade again. You know what I'm saying? Being right or wrong, that shit happens. But not being able to trade again because you got boosted, that shit hurt. You know what I'm saying? That shit hurts.
Hey, go back to the US CAD, bro, if you could.
Yeah.
On your chart.
I was gonna say, can you do another example?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm about to. It's funny because I was gonna do. All right, Clint trade the CAD, and I was telling him about like a play that I seen, and if you look at the pattern, could you draw let's see, a trend line, bro? At the top wick, not going from the top, draw from the highest wick, and then all the way to down. Yeah, from there. Perfect. Yeah, right there, and then draw another one from the bottom one.
For the channel?
Yeah, for a good channel. Do it lower though. All the way, yeah. Okay, perfect. Yeah, from right there. All right, so where I would trade it is I look at it and a lot of times we got to record it on the other one. It go 1, 2, 3. It's 3 points where it's touching it close by the support and resistance. At the top would be the resistance and the bottom is the support. I catch right where it's retracing it. That's why I catch a whole bunch of pips. And that's what the market doing currently right now. I'll wait until there you go. He drawing the zones up. And it's pretty much getting y'all set up for a trade that's coming up for next week. And it's honestly what I was eyeing. I was telling him about it. So y'all get to see it now too. And then it's draw the 2 at the bottom for me, bro. Left, yeah. For the breakout. Okay, so at the top you got the 1, 2, 3 points. So what Clint was saying, right in that point was the yellow one from the far right, the top far right one. That's the zone where you're looking to get in and out of. If it breaks that, then that's where you have your stop loss. You know it's gonna break that and go to that next level where you have this purple line that's up there, the 1.34832. That's pretty much the next stop. And you can zoom out, Clint, so they see the bigger picture. Yeah, that's pretty much back tracing the last place where the breakout was. So that's where the market pretty much expected to go again. And that's why I'm saying that. So what you see now is pretty much a flag play.
Yeah.
You already know when you see the flag get the bad, you wait for these positions like this because that's when the outbreak gonna come. It's either gonna shoot past it or it's gonna drop. Me, honestly, I think it's gonna go up and try it again and drop because when you look at it on the month chart, it kind of look like a double bottom. Go to it. It's called a double bottom pattern. What? That look like it. Yeah. Nah, I say bye. Fuck that. Zoom back for me, Clint. So the pin bars be showing where it want the market to push back up to, but I don't see the breakout from the drop yet. So that's why I want to say it's gonna sell, but it's gonna potentially push back up to that level. But there's definitely a cup and handle going to the flag. Clint, what's your move on it?
My bad. I didn't even know my mic was off. I was smoking. No, but you know, the loud part about getting in like right over here and shit like that, you know, a lot of people are nervous about their entries. Let's say you get in like right here because it's gonna go up, and you know it kind of wick down and take you out, whatever. The beauty about like getting in like right here, look how shallow your stop loss really has to be before you know you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like if you get in on a wick or turning point, your stop loss ain't really got to be that long or whatever. So if you want to get in like on a dollar lot, because a dollar lot, and that's one thing about this chart, you know, a dollar lot right here at the end over here on the euro, you know, that sword cut both ways. 50 pips, that's 5. You know, a quick pullback 50, that's -5, and you know, head, shoulders, knees.
Go.
You know, here come and see you, whatever. So I know, like, whenever I'm making like big lot plays, I do not like to kind of get in the middle. Like, I'll trade in the middle because, you know, if I'm thinking it's going up, I'm just kind of waiting for another pullback and get back in, whatever. But if I'm putting in my big lots, I like to get in like right over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm a bit more of a safety trader or whatever, you know, but I like to get in like right over here. You know what I'm saying? That'll be my big play. And in between here, I'll give me a couple 0.05s, 0.20s, this and that, whatever. But if I'm going to pull the trigger, it's going to be on one of these nice little wick outs, whatever. And that's what really makes me feel confident in the play if I got in on the wick. You know what I'm saying? Because if you got in on one of these wicks, like if you got in on this wick right here, let's say this was your entry right here because you got in on the wick. You got in right there, whatever. You know, if it bitch start kind of consolidating right here, whatever, you won't be that nervous or whatever. You're like, I'll stay within the wick. So I'll let it go down or whatever, you know. And if it starts coming back crazy, you can just kind of see, there's a wick out again. Like if you get in and it go down here, and it start rising, and you kind of get nervous or whatever. Like wait for it to cross that line. If it cross that line and start wicking out, you weather the storm. It crossed that line and it ain't wicking out. It's picking up momentum. Get up out of there. You know, get up out of there.
But look at how safe that as a trader, honestly, if you jump anywhere in the middle of this channel, you pretty much fucked if you don't have a good lot size and a good account. Think about it. Look at all of them lots that's in between here. That's why if you look at this, these are like great zones to trade in. Like you got a safety net and you know what you're working with.
Matter of fact, Look at this fake out, bro. This is a beautiful ass fake out right here. So let's see, it bottom out right here. So you got in on the buy. Then it started slowing down, whatever. Then they gave you two mean ass wick outs. You know what I'm saying? Like the little tweezer top. So you looking at your book, you looking at your strategy. That should be giving me a nice little short or whatever. And you put your short in, and that bitch came and got you. And then you are heartbreaking because your account boosted. Then the bitch go the way you thought it was going. But trading in that middle, it gets funky like that. Like you can do it with like smart risk or whatever. But if you really want to like hit that motherfucker on them edges, so the zones and channels will really do you well.
It touched the same spot 5 times, bro, where you just was. Think about that. And it's on the day chart. So look, that's 5 days it touched the same spot.
That's wild.
But it was an 8-day span. Yeah, you could draw support at the bottom of it. I just didn't want to, like, if you draw your chart, you'll get confused. That's why I'm trying to keep it bad as possible as you're doing it. But you can pretty much see it through there.
You know, and I promise, like, that's why I had started trying to migrate to using less and less because, number one, I was realizing, like, depending on how you use them, like all of them can work. You know what I'm saying? Like Bollinger Bands, you know, stochastic. I know Fibonacci. Like that's still my dog. Like I feel like if I'm unsure, I'll go ahead and just lay the Fibonacci on there and see how many of my lines line up and be like, okay, cool. You know, so yeah, I definitely like trading a bitch like that.
Yeah, I got any questions about y'all trading plan or setting up y'all charts? Pretty solid.
I'm solid on the chart.
Yeah, I pretty much hitting all the points. So,
And we're recording this too, so we're gonna put that in the group. So if somebody, when they start trading, like what the Moore said, you can pull it up and kind of, you know, keep it right there or whatever, you know, as much as possible. And also too, like, I mean, you can, I mean, we traders, so we can trade from the phone. I mean, you can trade any way you want. That's the beauty of trading. It's your rules. But I can tell you benefit from trading from a desktop computer, like at least on Sundays when you kind of peeping, because you can kind of really zoom out or whatever. Sometimes I'll actually like to have I got 2 screens at the house. So on one screen, I'll have the CAD and maybe an indicator. And on another screen, I'll have the CAD, but just my support and resistance lines. And I'll kind of back test a little bit and this and that. So, like right now it's Friday, we done looked at the chart like this. So next week, I'm thinking 2 things. I'm thinking, okay, maybe this bitch gonna test the line one more time, or it's gonna start wicking out and going down. So I'm already prepared how I'm feeling. And if I'm getting in on a sell, my stop loss somewhere over here. And if I get in on a buy, I really want it to go up, pull just a little bit more back, and then get in to see if it really break or whatever, And then we're on the day chart too. You go down to the 4 hour, and if you find a nice little consolidation and it break out, get your little scalp going up. And don't play too long or whatever, then shit, get back in when it starts wicking out, coming back down. And you be kind of going both ways. That's what people like, which way you think it's going? Shit, which time frame you on? It really depends. Let's see. And so shit, I mean, if there's some more questions, Rose.
That's really like the only part that I don't have to practice on. It's like the financial news part. I think that's sentiment, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I have to work more on that one because one, I didn't always watch the news. That's one thing, and then 2, like the time zone thing. I think I need like a chart or something for that.
On the website, yeah, we got it on the website. Matter of fact,
I'm going. On the website, this little line right here will tell you what trading zone, what time frame we're in, whatever, what trading session. It'll tell you which one we're in and which one's coming up. So you'll kind of know if you kind of get into volume there. And even though we have like, headlines and stuff like over here on the website, like little news and stuff like that. I know on the homepage, if you scroll down, really got it's 2 different websites because sometimes different websites will show different ones. So we use you see I had TradingView up and investing.com. Those are 2 that always have like the news releases or whatever. So like on Sundays I'd go to the website and I like whatever my pair is the CAD. So I will go ahead and over here, I kind of scroll down for the week and see what major news my pair has this week. You know, like for me, we got the unemployment alert coming up. So like you kind of come over here and kind of get a heads up to see what's coming up regarding your pair, you know, let you know what to be looking out for. And a lot of times too, the news release will correlate with like something crazy, like with this CAD right here, right? And we were just saying that we think, matter of fact, we got CAD news coming right here, and I'm gonna
non-farm payroll. Hey, that might be a next. I'm gonna wait till after a big day and trade again after that on November 2nd.
Oh, you know it's gonna act food, man.
And we talked about that. Don't we have a section where we have all the big news dates, right? We got a section for it, huh?
Yeah, I was just there. That was what you talking about. These was going up.
Okay, yeah, but then like it have like it's like the name of them like non-farm payroll, the BOE's speeches, and it let people know like whenever these happen, and this one is you know, big movements. When they do the oil rig checks, you know, BOC.
Yeah. You know what? I think it's on here somewhere. I know lately I've been going over the I've been going over the FX3 for it or so, and just seeing like whenever I see something crazy. And that's another little website too that it's I really, when I was building the different things from the website, whatever, I really wanted to use a website like FX3. Just because they had like, you know, different news things. And not only that, but you can kind of track the history of that news. So, you know, you can see what happened last time they had something crazy happen. Like, so this is the economic calendar for FX3 or whatever. And so like, let me see a good news one. What's that one? That's Friday, right? Let me get a one that's coming up. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? You'll be able to kind of see, you know, the price index kind of, oh, damn it, was right there.
It's yeah, there you go. Yeah, we was using FX.
Yeah, so you'll see the history of it. You kind of see like, okay, last couple of times that bitch hit, if it was down, you know what I'm saying, did this and that, or if it did this, you know, you can kind of get a history of what it's going with. And like on the CAD, like the CAD got that news next week. And earlier we were saying if you're going to trade the news, don't trade the news, but trade the reaction, right? So right. Let's say this is kind of going up. The news come out and it pushes up. And everybody thinking, oh, hell, it's time to get in on the buy, this and that, whatever. But you don't trade the news, you trade the reaction. So it'll start wicking out right there. Then you'll start seeing the reaction snatching down because for a pair to wick out, you know, it had to kind of, you know, it had to snatch back on something. So that, you know, sometimes those are perfect ass entries. I wouldn't be surprised if the great sell entry came for this one correlated with the news. After the news breaks one way and this bitch jumps this way, when it starts wicking out over here or whatever, go ahead and get a nice entry. I mean, that'd be the one right there. You know.
To be honest, this is where you get a perfect trade at. And if and he got the zone right there, it's the smallest one. Go back up.
What you talking?
Yeah, right between there.
Oh, over here?
Yeah, that is the perfect trading zone. That's why I get my trades in, because look at it. It's right between pretty much the channel, and it's right on the support and resistance line. You know exactly where it's gonna break. If you look at most of my trades, I get them right at right at the top, head on the tails. I don't trade the bodies. I trade on the tops or the bottom.
And if you look,
that's where you get the most pip. Look at the pullback. Most of my pips are on the pullbacks. Look at how long they are if you get in on them points. So
it's just good ass shit. Look how many pips on the line. There's 212 pips if you want to just ride it to the level. And if you want to, you know, you get on a trade. That's why I said, you know, I'm focused on holding the winners because I naturally drew up this middle line right here because this is when I get the fuck out, let it do its little tripping to get back in. But, you know, I'm working on just going and catching the whole channel because it does that. You'll see, you know, that's 385 pips right there. Even if you catch you know, let's say you only catch 300 of that, whatever it be, you know, you come over here, you know what I'm saying? What's that, the CAD? That's my CAD or whatever. Okay, that's 300 pips on the line, whatever. Let's see. Okay, this is 200 right here, so we'll add, let's see, like 200 or whatever. Yeah, at point 50, you know what I'm saying, 200 of that 400 move, whatever, that's 789. You know, so you're kind of, you know, that's the good part about getting in right there is that you can really use them lot sizes and not hurt, you know what I'm saying, not having to, you know, do some crazy shit or whatever. Because I know a lot of people would ask, you know, I used to ask for all the goddamn time too, like, you know, getting in at such a mean ass lot size, like them lot size pull back so fast and hurt, like, how are you doing it right there? You know, and the only way I can see it is because you get in on one of those edges or whatever as soon as it turns or whatever. It's the only way it makes sense to get in at such a big lot size because everybody wants 789 for 200 pips or whatever. That bitch snatched back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can really sting. So, how can you get on the metrics? And that's really the way to get in, man, off them good ass Turning Point wicks.
Honestly, if I got $100 in my account and I think about it on this play here you just did, if I had $100 in my account, I trade away my trade. I trade in between that part. I put two lots on that hoe. Go back to your chart, real shit. Go back to your chart. The other one.
Which one? Oh yeah.
Yeah, on the monetary cheat sheet. Yeah. So think about it. I was risking. You was going to make 789 off of 50. I would have made 1,500. 1,577. But look what I was risking though. If it go back like, let's see, them 10 pips with that 78, I got that 1,000 to 3,000 leverage with FX Glory. So they give you 50 like whatever you put in there. Like if I put in 100, so they give me a $50 credit bonus. So I got 150 in my account now. Plus that's the 1,000 to 3,000 and the 1,000 to 3,000 leverage. So that gives me that extra boost to stretch on there. So depending on how much you have in your account, that's how you can pretty much survive off of those.
And you know what's so live too? Like, remember you said the entries are like around right here somewhere, right? Mm-hmm. This is like right up to here. That is 16 pips. Like that's a stop loss right there. That's, what I'm saying? Like for a move like that, like you would only risk 16 pips or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, well, how can you get in what, let's see, that's 16 pips on there. Let me go over to the chart at that dollar. You know what I'm saying? What's that? You know what I'm saying? At that dollar, whatever, that would have either fuck around, either took it out or whatever. But like, if you have, a little less than that, whatever, 16 pips, that ain't shit to risk for 200-300 pips. You know what I'm saying? If not more. So.
Mm-hmm. And think about this for my trade plan. I jumped in too early. Boom, I got boosted. I'm patient. I'm waiting till it hit again. I loaded up my next 100. Boom, I jump right back in. That's how I eat on it. If it don't hit, like I'm never gonna rush on it because I'm not trading in the middle. I'm waiting for it just to hit the peak and then get back down. You know what I'm saying? It's either breaking or retracing. That's all I'm waiting for.
Breaking or retracing. It's funny. I use arriving or departing from, because my shit will be look like a ladder. Be like when I like go back and back test it on, my shit will be like docked up with so many support and resistance, just ladders or whatever. As soon as it gets to one, that's neither a new floor, ceiling or whatever. I wait for that bitch to go the other way, wick out, go the other way. You know what I'm saying? Just be climbing the ladder in between. And if I do feel like doing some little risky shit in the middle, I make sure my lot size is cool. You know what I'm saying? Nothing that can fuck up the work that's been put in.
Good shit.
Shit, you got any question, Rolo?
Shoot, yeah, but shit, you answered that, hoe, so I'm good. I'm good with y'all.
Hey, that's what's up, man. I'm glad that we breaking everything down and explaining it well to everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I hope y'all can use.
I kept making a mistake by jumping in that trade, not at that peak, but you know what I'm saying. Once that candle got going, and I knew it was the go, I jumped in. But you said you don't even trade at that. You know what I'm saying? Right at the peak. And then I seen that when you did that live trade, it was like, all right, so do a lot more picks that way, my nigga. Like I'm fucking with that for real.
Yeah, and notice it's off the bigger time frames. That's what I look at, the bigger time frames, day and month, in the week. You know what I'm saying?
You damn right. That's the shit there. So like, I mean, I do a lot of trading on the CAD. Ro do a lot of trading on the Euro, and I think Mooch was in there early, but he had dipped out. Whatever. He do a lot of trading on the yen. So we'll definitely be putting in like throughout the weeks shit on all three pairs or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Kind of get to the point where it's like those pairs we can lean on. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got questions for the CAD, they can holler at me. Questions on the Euro, they can holler at Ro, whatever. Because you really got to get familiar with your pairs. You know what I'm saying? Kind of get which news make yours move more than other. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this make everybody else's news move, but not really yours. But whenever this come out, it's going down. Like for me, I love whenever they got something really silly in the news about that mean the CAD about to make it pop. You know what I'm saying? They got something weird about all. Even last year, the fucking inverse went weird. And it was the weirdest shit ever, whatever, but it was just moving all over the map. Anytime it would move, sometimes all would go up, CAD would go up. But anytime it moved, you can bet your ass that the CAD was going to move with it or against it, whatever. That movement was right there on it. So we're going to be definitely making sure to kind of focus on those individual pairs and kind of hopefully everybody else will kind of start, like, well, this is my pair or whatever. So, you can start letting people know about, your pairs and shit like that. Because I know Ben in the group, he's not in right now, but he trades the I think it's the German 30, like the stock index on the German 30 or whatever with some weird shit or whatever. But that's what he traded or whatever. But I really wish he would have came or whatever because I want to ask him, like, where do you even go for your news resources on some shit like that?
Yeah.
Hey, next week you said CAD is going to be an announcement with the CAD next week?
Yeah, it looked like it's going to be some big news with the CAD next week. I think it was like in
November 2nd. Yeah, non-farm payroll, and it was something else on the CAD.
I'm going over to the website. That's why we really like, you know what I'm saying? It's so many different little tools on the website. Like on Sundays, I come over here, you know what I'm saying? Kind of peep my shit, see what's going on. And it's crazy because you can go to other websites and shit like that by all means, but it's like I'm going to invest in, I'm going to TradingView and probably FS Street, whatever. Time is of the essence and shit. So I might as well, these hoes right next to each other. You know what I'm saying? So I come over here real fast and see November 2nd, unemployment shit coming for us or whatever. Then, non-farm payroll, like it's all going down on November 2nd. You know what I'm saying? So that's going down. If I was trading the Dragon, the first, the bank rate coming out and shit like that. And then, looking over here and see what is this popping. Oh, that November 2nd. November 2nd will be a fool, boy.
Yeah. It's going to be a good week next week.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be you get to see a new month candlestick come in. So you're going to get a lot of volatility too.
Oh, yeah, the snapback for the month move. You know what I'm hoping for?
It's finna get real. Oh, man, it's finna get real.
I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm hoping for the November crypto push. I've been, the first year, it really wasn't that live, but it was a little bit. Last year was crazy, and this year, I really want to watch and see. You know what I'm saying? I want to see if they have another late November crypto push. Because a lot of them been finding some nice support and going up. They've been coming back down, but they've been slowly creeping up. So I definitely got my eyes put. That's why I'm going to get this Hugo's Way account up like motherfucking ASAP. You know what I'm saying? So I can already see that.
Hey, I got to do that. That's a priority for real.
I'm trying to tell you.
It's coming, bro. Like I mentioned it in the group. Like, no bullshit.
And see, that's another resource of the website or whatever. You go to cryptos and shit and get a chance. You know what I'm saying? It's all on the motherfucking website. You go over there and see what's going on. Who got the market cap? Look at all those greens right there. It's all, you know what I'm saying? Now just trending up. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way, that's the thing I like about cryptos. The way Bitcoin sways, the way all them hoes kind of sway a little bit, whatever. And the beauty of that, eventually, it's like a moving average. Matter of fact, it's just like a moving average, where the longer time frame would be Bitcoin, and whatever the next hot crypto is going to be the smaller time frame. Once that motherfucker crosses, just like a moving average, we're going to know that, we have discovered our Google to Bitcoin's Yahoo, and then it's time to just get paid. Then it's just time to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Then I can't wait for that. That's why I'm loving just being patient, steady trading or whatever, slowly but surely. Then when we really see that motherfucker, because Brexit, we're doing all this, trading at the time, this and that, whatever. By being present in the market, you make yourself available to some crazy shit. If a nigga would have traded Brexit, we're talking 7,000 pips. That's when I first got in the group, and I really even wasn't trading like that. And that made me mad because I think I was still in the demo at the time. That made me go live or whatever. But like shit like that, man, you be present for them mean ass moves, my God. That'd be the shit. Oh yeah.
7,000 pips?
Yeah, 7,000 B.
I don't think you was in the group then. I don't think you was trading during Brexit, was you?
Nah, I probably wasn't.
Shit fell off the map, B. And when you back testing too, you will find I'll back test on the month and I'll back test on the week. And on the week I'll see like a crazy gap or a mean ass couple weeks or crazy rise or whatever, if you like, Google search that day, you know what I'm saying, you'll see like what the news story was or kind of what happened, crazy shit like that, whatever. You can actually go back and like backtrack that whole shit, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's the other thing about, really focusing on one pair. You can really get the, back test that bitch and learn how this was moving. That's when them boys switched presidents. And shit was that wild. Like, damn, like it's just shit like really can go with that whole. And so you can kind of just be ready for the mean ass moves. The way I like to do it, I want to slowly but surely, eat, sting them when I can. And when the market makes it available, sting hard. Because the market's not on our time. A lot of people are like, I'm getting in because it's going down now. It don't go down now. Oh, fuck it. It wasn't going down. Then it go down because the market's not on our time. We got to really make ourselves available for it, and that's one thing I like about getting in at the wick, because once you get in that wick, I mean, it's a wick. If that bitch became a candle, okay, maybe this is not my trade, but as long as what my entry still remains a wick, I'd be comfortable. Yeah, I love that fucking wick entry. Man.
You definitely make an adjustment to my trading with that right there.
Yes,
touchdown.
Let us know how you come along with it, and you know what I'm saying, the shit you find or whatever, because you'll find
either. Yeah, I did actually talk to Ro earlier. I remember I told you I trying this new strategy and shit with this demo account, bro. This shit ain't work, so I'm back to the drawing board. But when I can come up with a good strategy, bro, I'm gonna let the team know for sure.
Oh yeah, please do, man, because we always looking to learn more and peak, gather more shit. And also too, like that's one thing we want to make sure, we get everybody like, blue screens and kind of get everybody formulating their trading plan, or at least thinking about having your trading plan and shit like that. Because, like it's more than trades that we're gonna be bringing to the group next, like slowly but surely, because you start building bread with trading. Investing in like stocks and stuff. We're gonna start bringing like different little, stocks and shit like that. I'm gonna try to do like a stock highlight, once a month of a stock that I'll kind of vetted in, like how I vetted it and why I vetted it and why I'm added to my portfolio and shit like that. So we're trying to bring in little shit like that. I know we've already discussed, trading options and kind of, going through that, whatever. I know Rose putting me on that game or whatever, so I'm gonna be practicing that. So it'd be nice to get us all learn shit like that together. Real estate investing too. That's something that we're gonna be bringing in. That's gonna be huge for upcoming. Just showing different ways that people can do it themselves. Different ways people can get in with their own bread. Eventually we'll be doing some like crowdsourcing shit or whatever. And then I know last but not least, and everybody that was in the webinar today, I'm gonna make sure they get these two books or whatever. These are, all that little credit repair shit they have online, like all that shit that people selling the whole make sure your credit is live or whatever. All that shit really just comes to that once whoever you owe that credit to sell your shit off, it's sold the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? They have rights to it or whatever, but they don't have no original documents. They don't have any proof that was the account. They don't even have the account number no goddamn more. They just know who it was from or whatever. These books really should walk you through the process of sending the letter, expedited and shit like that, letting them take a look at it and go ahead and start getting a lot of little empty shit off your credit. You know what I'm saying? You get a little shit like that and, build it up the right way, get you a couple secured cards and shit like that or whatever. Like, so we definitely will be bringing in a little shit like that, how to, and I mean, like, I'm going to send these two books that everybody was in the webinar or whatever. Then I'm going to send a sample of the first two letters that I sent out. I sent a change of address off and one of them for like Comcast and some shit like that. The change of address, I had like 8 addresses on my shit, all my former addresses. When that went off, it went up 80 points. You know what I'm saying? So like, I was like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? So like, just removing all them extra ass addresses off will raise your shit, whatever. So these two books walk you through them boys' whole system. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some dudes out there that even know how to finesse it more, because I'm doing all these basics, but eventually I'm going to hire a nigga to do the ultimate finesse, which is student loans. You know what I'm saying? But for right now, I'm just working, building portfolio and working on getting my credit right. So when it's time to move on a big stock or a real estate property, you know what I'm saying, we'll be able to get from the point of licks to really building wealth and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We pulling up and wild type of crazy shit. So I'm looking forward to the future of what we're gonna bring to monetary and how everybody go grow from it.
We got some big moves coming, man. Working, learning, and growing.
Motherfucking right. Shit, did you want to go ahead and wrap it up?
Yeah, we gonna go ahead and wrap it up, man.
I mean, I'm recording this, so definitely let you guys know. Membership right now, membership is $500. We occasionally go on special for $250. The referral fee is $100. And you know, honestly, like this is really a good time to get in or whatever, because not only are we going to be, you know, make sure everybody talking about trading, which can change anybody's situation instantly, then what to do with that bread, which is, you know what I'm saying, all the little shit we have with the real estate, credit, you know, stocks and shit like that. So it just really just going to be dropping breadcrumbs along the shit that we doing. Because I know for the last 6 months, that's all we've really been doing is, you know, trading and fucking with real estate. So get on, put on, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to keep this shit the monetary way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shit, man, it was a good little session. Got a lot of shit done. Now we gotta chop it up, put it together, get it out, man.
Yes, sir. Do me a favor when we finish this, whenever the video take a little while to finish uploading on Zoom or whatever. Whenever it finish, see if it'll send through Telegram and send it to me. I'm gonna give it a look. I'm gonna give it 2 edits. I'm gonna give it a loose edit for the members. Then I'm gonna chop it up to some free shit that I can put online for folks.
Okay, big good.
Yeah, that boy just wrote him a fresh one, my nigga. I understand. I just loaded me up one as well. That's what we do. That's one thing I love about trading, bro. Nigga be smoking, keeping to his trading plan, staying out the way, you know what I'm saying, getting shit done or whatever. I fucking love
it.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Smoke with the old boy. Yeah. Well,